we've signed a new right back for the future. Let's go take a slightly deeper look. All right, my friends, welcome in. Thank you for your support. I'm just loving this save. I hope you are as well. If you are, hit that like button. I want to see if we can get this back to 75 likes. We, had the Christmas holiday period and no videos, and the YouTube algorithm tends to hammer you because of that. So let's get it going back here. As you can tell, Juan Camilo Castillo. Camilo Castillo is quite the name. I just realized that. 500 grand. If he plays 50 games, it goes up 100 grand. 3.2k a week, fringe player, but we've told him we will loan him out this season. Let's take a look. He's worth 110 grand. He's making 875, so we're almost quadrupling his wages. But there were a bunch of clubs that were interested, and not like half bad ones, right? Newcastle is in the mix, several League One teams, and so on. And, I just think he's pretty good. He's got 16 tackling. Did I mention the 16 tackling? It's 16 tackling, my friends. And I was like, oh. And he's still listed as an attacking fullback, which I think is kind of interesting. If we played him on a wingback, he needs to work on his flair and off the ball. But he literally, when I put in the offer, it was the day after his birthday. So he just turned 20. So I feel like we can get him in here. We can send him on to Dordrecht or anybody, and he's going to improve those squads. And then that allows us in the summer window to sell Kane Seedorf because, well, if you look here, Seedorf is below him, and it's not really close. I feel kind of bad, but, needs must. And then that kind of cements Lewis Nielsen as a ball-playing defender for us. He's been playing right back, and, every so often when Al Louise was not available. So it gives us, an actual backup option. So I'm quite pleased. What do you think? We are fourth of the table. Now, AZ and Feyenoord have got a game in hand, but only AZ can hop us. So we're no worse off right now than fifth, which is surprising. So let's review how we got there. You saw us absolutely smash PSV. We beat Groningen away from home 2-0. It took us, we didn't do anything in the first half playing the 4-3-2-1. So we went to the 4-2-3-1 wide. That's the other good thing, especially if we play Vecchia in the shadow striker position, is I don't have to make any crazy substitutions. It's just shifting players out. So Kishna and Vecchia split. The central midfielder of the 4-3-2-1 slides up into the attacking mid-center role, and I can keep all the same personnel, which is quite nice, and it paid off. It took a while, but 73rd minute, we get what turns out to be the winner, and then Panya seals the deal in the 81st minute. We smashed NEC away from home, 3-1. 5th minute goal from Panya. A Vecchia, first minute of added on time of the first half, gets the second goal. They come back and kind of make it a little in the second half. It's Vince Duitz, if you are a Loki Doki fan. He's playing for... I know somebody left this comment recently. I think it was Gordon Bell. Nijmegen. Yes, is the name of the club. And then Keistabor, who's still unhappy about his playing time, popped up with a goal in the 83rd minute as a sub. We're not going to play him in this game, and he's going to be upset about it, and I'm going to tell him he can deal with it, or we'll sell him. I'd like to give him a chance, but bro, you and Seedorf have, you've been surpassed, unfortunately, and you're not really a homegrown prospect, so, it's not like we are beholden to you or anything like that. I want to show you, we still got Shaq out here. This is Shaq out with the shoulder. Barak's not back yet either. But aside from that, we do have a healthy squad. Angelo has been improving because we have him in on trial until he officially joins. Now, I do think this is annoying in that it's not like he's on trial from another club. He's on trial from being on a free. He's not old enough. So so he's allowed to play in B team games. He's allowed to practice, but I can't give him specific training, which I think is a bit odd. If he's allowed to practice, why wouldn't I be like, hey bro, go practice being a false nine? Anything, right? I have no options, but he can improve and he can play in B team games, which I don't know. That just seems odd to me. Carranza, look at this improvement, my friends. I just want to show you his progress here. Look at this. He had a bit of a dip, right, back in September. And it was a dip from like last season where like, ooh, started to get a little bit worried. Now I did have him on the deep lying forward on attack, and then we switched him to false 9, which is where he's playing, obviously. And look at that. Look at that improvement. Overall, very, very, very happy. What's the biggest improvement? Composure. And what is this other one? Decisions have gone up a whole 1 point. That's not bad. That's not bad. Pretty pleased with him. So, again, our squad is a little bit lighter because of the injuries and the loanees, but we have been able to get extensions for Veldman, and then those other players that are down in the B team here. I did extend Bram Venekers because he's doing very well. 14 and 29 starts. He's a 1 every 2 kind of guy in the Swedish First Division Elite, which, is obviously the same level as us. But he was on $450 a week. His contract was coming up, so we went ahead and extended him. They have shown interest, but I would be absolutely shocked if Orgreit IS comes in with an offer of anything remotely close, because, look at the wages are just non-existent. Or not wages, but the transfer fees. They didn't actually transfer fee anybody last season, so they just don't have the money to buy a €1 million player. But he's performing well there, and okay, this was 3 stars. Now, of course, now that we've extended the contract, it's 2.5 stars. But like, even if we just extend him, because we extended him in October, and by the time we get to the end of the season, he's worth $1 million, and we sell him on, great. Or we loan him out again, and we can get some income back. I thought it was worth a punt. And then we did get an extension in for Andy Sarpong, who's not doing well playing for FC Dordrecht. He's played more for their reserves than he has in the senior team, but he's not exactly Eredivisie level either, so I'm not too fussed about that. My friends, we are going to play Utrecht today in third, which is suddenly a game that we might belong to be in, and then we're going to get smashed because we're in the streak of home legs here now that we've had some good fun away from home. Then we'll skip the RKC game, and then I'll bring you back to get the likes of Kees de Boer. Kees de Boer is going to go back-to-back. He's going to play against RKC, and then he's going to play against Gronster, unless between now and then he has words with me, which I guess we'll find out about. Ha 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 ha. It's funny. They just asked me in the press conference about Leopold because he's on a 7-2-8 in his last 5 games, and right before the international break, the recommendations came up to like, oh, look at the hair. That's pretty tasty. The recommendations came up to like, praise players for their recent form and whatever. And I was like, hey, you've been playing really well. And he's like, I really don't think so. And immediately went negative. And I'm like, bro, whoa, like chill out, would you? Like, oh, yes, 7-2-8 for a goalkeeper seems pretty good. And we've won a bunch of games while you've been between the sticks. We're currently in 4th, mate. I'm just saying I wouldn't get too fussy about it. But, whatever, mate. He's got super high standards. He expects to be on a 7.5 every game. I don't know. Augustinson nips that away and then just gives it right back. Thanks, buddy. That was very ticky-tacky of you. Irk. But we've been playing really well. It's been fun to watch. Hopefully we keep that up today. This is a good opponent. Oh, swings it over, gets it over him, and then of course we immediately concede as soon as I say that. As you'll note, I'm wearing the same shirt, so I haven't seen your comments from the last episodes that had the same shirt on. I'm trying to, having been out for so long, I'm getting back in the groove and trying to bank some episodes here to get my my content out consistently for your entertainment, so hopefully you understand. We're going to go with a early 20-minute encourage here, my friends. They love it. They love it. They love it so much that Augustinson gets a yellow and drops to a 6.3. Fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, Vecchia is injured, but not injured enough to have an analyst report. It must not be serious. 2 yellows on the back line is, exactly what you want to see, of course. Oh, a twisted knee. That is aggressive. Hello. That's not something you just skip, people. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have to get into the map here, my friends. We're going to switch these guys. Yep. And then you play, Kees de Boer can come in and play a deep line playmaker because he knows it. And so that'll give him... It's not a start, bro, but you're going to get more than a half by a couple minutes. More than a half of football, okay? Would you chill out? I'm going to say... They played all right, but I'm still far from pleased. We've got some nervous players on the bench that we didn't bring in, so that's good. Glad we didn't bring them in. That's a lovely ball. Oh, he almost fell into the goal, didn't he? Oh no, it's I thought he fell out for a corner. It turns out it was an offside call. Do we go to the 4-2-3-1, my friends? We might hear in like the 75th minute if we have to. We'll try a little bit more encouragement. Okay, Augustinsen's up to a 6.5. It's a massive increase. Luis, there you go. First goal of the season. Captain. I forgot to mention that. Or maybe I mentioned it at the beginning. Or did I? Because Bedoya left, and I was kind of annoyed because it automatically promoted Bayern because he was the vice captain. But it was preseason, so I didn't like select that. And then when I made the change to Luis, he was upset. And I'm like, well, you were the vice captain last season. I'm not really demoting you. It's the other guy just left. You're like, what do you want from me? Kishna's not playing well. Look at all the yellows. Oh, dear. And he's nervous, which is, you know, exactly what you want to see. It's time for Dante Rigo. He's motivated, and we're going to take him off and bring on Leif Davis. Clear off one of the yellows. I mean, you can't take them all off, so you might as well take some of them off. And the guy who's nervous and on a 6.5 seems like a good target. I'd be pleased with the one-all draw here. We're going to do one last encourage. And then we're going to freak them out because we're going to go 4-2-3-1. How are we going to do that? You're going to come here and play a deep line playmaker on support. And you're going to go here and do that. No, you're not. That's a lie. Everything is a lie. Oh, this is not, we're not, I forgot we have different players in. And now I've messed it all up, my friends. I guess I could just hit cancel. Haha, there it is. I remember the cancel button. Oh, they're really pressuring me. You'd think that would play into our hands though, right? Having they're cutting in and we've got midfielders there to help out. It'd be worse if they were playing wide. I'm good with that. I mean, we're at home, but like we're playing third in the league and we're currently fourth and we got a draw. You know, like I'm gonna say you did brilliantly to come back and salvage a draw. Like, let's not get too fussy, okay? They're not expecting. We're top half, okay? We're in fourth right now. Now the other results may push us down a little bit, but we just played third place and came out with a draw. I'm pleased. Yeah, I'm happy that he scored a goal because it was the equalizer. Now the other team's got a game in hand. AZ has now jumped us. That's fine. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Everybody chill out. Let's go skip RKC and I'll bring you back for the Dutch Cup. Let's go. Let's see. Actually, still, we got 13 days. It's just enough time to play them in 2 games back to back. Let's go. So we drew with RKC and I don't want to talk about it. We've rotated heavily. Novakovic, Ratier, Vecchia comes back. De Boer pluses a Mazzala. Big game Dante takes the deep line playmaker. Hans stays as the box-to-box midfielder. Davis, Bayern, Evaldo, and Seedorf, who's got a knock. What is his knock again? It's like a minor thing. He's got a tight hammy. He's going to start. And hopefully he doesn't get injured. They just parked the bus against us, and there was nothing we could do about it. Really. We could not break them down. It's just great when you talk to the team and they just stare at you. You're like, hey, remember how none of you play regularly? Hey, this is an opportunity. They just stare at you. Like, that's why you don't play regularly. I will settle for a boring victory by the favorites. We're going to be ready for them. Let's go. Why am I worried about this? We're 1-10 favorites. That's how bad of a situation it would be if we don't get a victory. I'm going to go attacking. Like, can we just get it done? Again, Nikimia with the first start for us, so good for him. Quite excited about him as a prospect. Again, hopefully that'll help the lads feel better about us playing young players because, I mean, he's not our prospect. Like, he didn't come through our academy, but we signed him, and now he's 18 and starting a match for us, so that's something, right? Not to mention, like, De Boer, Rigo, Ratier. Oh, poor decision, man. You had all kinds of time and room and space. Why did you just punt it? Oh, is this going to be one of those games? It's like we really didn't want to focus on any other competitions this year except the league, right? All right, Kane Seedorf. There you go, mate. Oh, that was good. That was good. I'm fine with that. I'm not upset with that. That's fine. Rigo. Oh, it's one from the training ground. They were ready for it, though. That's interesting. Or he just got more of the turf than he got the ball. You know, it could be either way. But that was kind of interesting. Wasn't just a, you know, a lofted little, you know, set piece into the box. He looked like it was kind of like an angled chip thing. Vecchia chests it down because he's a professional. Goes down. Referee says, no, sir. They clear it. We go again. Davis. Vecchia plays to Novakovic, who's gone like 13 matches without scoring. That's harsh, though, because like a bunch of the matches have been like 8 minutes. Oh, it's headed down! Novakovic gets his first goal of the season. Good for him. Gets him off that. I don't care who the competition is. He starts. He scores. Pleased with that. Pleased with that. It was a little fluky. Not fluky, but, you know, poor clearance. Good job by Seedorf to win that and head it right back into the mixer, causing the chaos. It's fine. So I hope you appreciate, again, I'm trying to show you different scenarios. Obviously, Dutch Cup is important, and getting all of these young lads in is also important. So see how they perform here. Bayern is on a yellow, you know, leading the charge. I do need help with your thoughts on Bayern. What do we do with him? His contract's up, and we're about to enter, you know, transfer season. He's our vice captain. That's the only thing. So he's like a team leader, and I'm afraid that if we sell him, we might disrupt the squad. But like, I also look at it as like he doesn't have upside. Oh, that was fine. Evan Rotier scores. He doesn't have upside, whereas Zé Evaldo, ooh, my head, Zé Evaldo is currently the same number of stars. He's 3 stars, but he has like 3.5 to 4 star potential. So do we sell Bayern and give his minutes to Zé Evaldo instead of extending Bayern's contract? Because I'm also kind of curious what kind of a contract Bayern's going to want. We've got Lewis Nielsen, we got Uis. He can't get regular starter minutes. It's just not possible. So I'm not real sure what to do about that. We'll have to see what happens with Keys de Boer as well. Are we just going to be that club that we just sell everybody? You know, like we don't buy anybody of like, you know, substantial cost? I'm not sure. But I'm like, you know, I'm not thinking we are going to be competing with Ajax this season, but I'm pleased with where we're at. There are, yeah, the clubs below us, like in 5th and 6th and such, have got 1 or 2 games in hand against us, so it's not as good as it looks right now. But, you know, we're not in 15th struggling. Leif Davis pings one in. First goal of the season. Good on you, mate. That'll get your whole team a praise. How about that? And surely that'll up his... Yes, he goes from a 6.7 to a 7.3. Good on him. I'm delighted, lads. And then I think we'll take... we'll let Bayern play another 15, but he'll be our first sub because he's on a yellow. Take that risk off. I did call up, I think it's Rajiv from the B team. I pulled him up previously, and then our players came back from injury and knocks and all that kind of stuff, so I dropped him back down. But yeah, Rajiv Ventholt. Can I actually... Yes, I selected the right guy. He's complacent. That's what you want to see out of your youth prospects. Hey, mate, I called you up just for this game so you could get some playing time. Yeah, I don't really care. It's like, I need you to care. We're also going to bring in, even though he's a starter, Barak, because he's still not Matt Sharp and coming off of injury. And that's really, I don't see a need to really play anybody else. We'll leave that last sub in as a, you know, in case of injury disaster, you know, break glass type situation. Barak slings it in, it's cleared away. Seedorf plays it forward. Plays it back to Seedorf, who's going to play it over to Davis. There you go, first touch for the young lad. There you go. We got to see it. I mean, it's probably not his first touch of the game, but we got to see his first Highlight touch. How about that? Goes down to Vakovic. Oh, went for it. Didn't come off, but it's fine. I guess we could take Hans off. We don't want to exhaust him because he is a starter for us. Davis on the wing. Davis. Barak. Davis. Rigo! Into the corner. Dante freaking Rigo. Gotta love it. I guess we'll bring in Pena and give him a little bit of match time. He's not exactly a box-to-box midfielder, but it's fine. My friends, I know some people skip over once I've scored a bunch of goals, or you could see on the analytics on YouTube, like as the episode goes down, the watch percentage goes down. So I just want to say thanks. If you're enjoying the series, hit the like button, tell your friends. I am going to have some new content coming out in 2021, so be on the lookout for that. But a tasty little 4-0. Our goalkeeper just went to a 7.0, so let's see if he can finish strong here. That'd be nice. De Boer loses the ball. Great job. That's exactly what you want out of a guy who wants more playing time. And even Ventholt is on a 6.8, which, coming in as a sub, as a complacent sub, no less, that's fine. That's fine. So I'm quite pleased with this. We got some match sharpness into some players. We got the young players, running games. Seedorf swings it in. De Boer says, stop talking trash about me. He's still not getting important player minutes, but, hey, I can't fault you. You done all right. We'll drop it to positive because we don't need more goals, but we'll watch his second goal of the season. Seedorf getting involved. Both of these guys probably one of their last, significant amounts of minutes for us before we sell them. Seedorf in the summer, De Boer at the window, the January window, but, it was nice while it lasted. Again, I am worried about the promises, so good win, boys. We did what we need to do, right? Like, that's all you can ask about. Very happy. Any upsets? I'm kind of curious. Like, did anybody really get upset here? Anything interesting? Dordrecht gets past VVSB in extra time. Go on, affiliate. Oh, dear. I mean, I'm guessing EVV Echt is not very good, but 12-0 by FC Twente is aggressive. Almere City with an 8-0. 8-0. That's not the same Heracles. Okay. Is it? No. There it is. Okay. Hercules versus Heracles. Sorry. I was about to say that would be absolutely shocking. Willem II with a 5-1. Yeah, first round, not very competitive. If we're being honest. Right? Like, but I'm not complaining. Maybe those lower league clubs are complaining, but you gotta earn your way. You gotta earn your way. All right, my friends. Oh, yes. 36.19K. Bring it on. 3 assists. Not bad. I mean, wouldn't you get rid of him with the other fullback coming in? I mean, he's just not... He's all right. These guys are doing all right. Financial update. We're at 33.8, so it's gone down a little bit. We spent just a fraction of our transfer budget, but it's mostly wages, right? So we're not spending big on transfers. We're essentially keeping that money in the wage budget and offering contracts to our players and selling on youngsters. So as you do, the next time you see us is going to be the Dutch Cup second round. We might do... Ooh, there's... Oh, dear. Oh, this is a terrible month. Oh, my. Right. I think we'll do whoever is higher here, Sparta or AZ, and the transfers. If there is a transfer window, we'll review it either way. And then the World Cup. So, we'll have a World Cup review, transfer review, and then we'll play a league game. And then the episode after that will be the Dutch Cup second round. And then maybe Ajax, but we'll see how far ahead they are. If it's not really competitive for us to do that, we might not. But if you've enjoyed it, hit the like button, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye!